Hello everyone, my name is Pine. Today I am going to explain about the metaphysics. Why is there something rather than nothing? The problem of why there is something rather than nothing has occupied humanity for many years. It explores the subject of life and death and stand between the border of the science and the religion. Why science aims at explaining how of our universe, metaphysics, the branch of philosophy relating to the fact principle. See the why, the exploration of these critical questions through four themes: the bias of perception, a system, the rule of story, and the change inherent in the universe allow for the examination of the interaction between belief and science in answering these major questions. Firstly, the human mind cannot or will not be able to grasp the idea of the absence of something that it cannot comprehend the existence of nothing. Our perception is intrinsically conditioned by the sense which allow us to experience only a narrow state of existence. Here, nothing is defined as a lack of things visible to us, like sound and matter, but science tells us different story. It states that there is a lot of action going on out there, even in the vacuum of space. Partial particles are continually generated and destroyed, suggesting that even in the apparent empty of space, there is great deal of activity. This negates the notion of the complete non-existence and makes us consider that there exists a reality incomprehensibly better than the one we know. Secondly, the very question that is us assume the existence of a dichotomy between something and nothing. This division may be a product of language and our moral thinking. The opposition between the existent and the non-existent, but rather than the middle ground between these two extremes. For instance, the Eastern philosophy holds that reality is a river of waves and that there is no difference between something and nothing. According to this view, we can eliminate the why question because being is sufficient unto itself and is in fact an eternal process.
Hi everyone, my name is Sulapne, and I'm gonna continue the second part of the metaphysics. Thirdly, human need for meaning drive the creation of narratives about existence, religions, and mythologies give explanation through creation stories. These narratives provide reassurance and a sense of order that is comforting rather than alarming, though may not be strictly factual. Science, on the other hand, relies on observation and experimentation as it seeks to add to what is known about the world. Although it does not answer the why question to the existence of something, it gives an opportunity to answer the how with the help of physics laws and Big Bang theory. Both belief systems, though vastly different, serve a fundamental human need to make sense of the cosmos. Last but not least, the universe is not rigid. Whether one looks at the cosmos as understood by astrophysics and cosmology or dive deeper into the elemental domain of particle physics, changes only the constant phenomena. This questions the basic framework of existence itself, the idea of having a starting point. It may be that the universe has always been constantly changing, and there has never been a true state of nothing in this version of reality. This view aligns with the ideas of some scientific theories which suggest the existence of a multiverse, a vast network of universes with their own unique conditions. In conclusion, the question of why something rather than nothing is an answer. It challenges just one to consider the limitations of existing information and the infiniteness of what remains undiscovered. In this case, both science and belief system provide two ways of explaining this mystery. Both are essential aspects of human experiences as they help make sense of life in a seemingly meaningless universe. Perhaps the true message is not in this particular answer to this question, but rather in the processes of ongoing explorations about it. Consequently, the question why poses the stereotypical question of the nature of existence in the world, sprinkled with similarly unanswerable questions and phenomena. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Initamo. I want to talk about the ideology of postmodern relativism. Postmodern relativism is part of the postmodern discussion on cultural globalization, which aims to reduce postmodern ideas. Postmodernism rejects modern concepts like scientific rationality, neutrality, and objectivity. This shift in thinking can have severe effects, such as the global anti-fascism movement. First of all, Western opponents question the idea of universal reason and irrelevant to vaccination. They argue that vaccines don't consider individual immune responses or health history. They also claim that mandatory vaccination violates personal privacy and freedom. Secondly, those against vaccination tout the idea of neutrality of the research watching it. They claim that vaccine manufacturers are more interested in profit than public health, citing conflict of interest in the medical industry. They point to instead of data manipulation and scientific dishonesty, arguing that scientific data is unreliable.
Ideology of posthumanist relativism. Thirdly, the spokesman of the anti-vaxxer who deny the importance of vaccination raised a number of questions about the impartiality of the public health organization and the authority responsible for the regulation of the creation and usage of all the vaccine. This organization against accused them of partnering with medical companies and downplaying dissent in the medical field. The anti-vaccination people have been known to use the past case of unethical experimentation and practice medicine as a reason for not trusting institutional medicine. The questioning of the institution authority directly appears to postmodernist critique of bureaucracy and hierarchies, as well as the call for more openness and responsibility regarding the coronavirus crisis. Before the last, anti-visa challenged the medical establishment, science expert, and specifically the authority of vaccine developer by choosing more source of information and treatment options. They endorse medical and other paradigm that concern popular and alternative treatment and new age use. The denial of scientific rationality can be found in the postmodernist approach, owing to cultural values that have opposed organized science that dominate the Western civilization and do not accept a single source of information. The opponent of vaccination consider the vaccine a reflection of the technocracy mentality that focus on technology more than on people and non-medical treatment. Finally, the anti-vaccine movement show how postmodernist relativism has influenced the trend in a current conversation about vaccine based on the result. Anti-vaxxer reflectively challenge the idea of necessary effectiveness and safety of vaccination. The principle of the modernist framing of the world that include reason, objectivity, neutrality, and scientific. Indeed, the understanding of the value system rooted in an anti-vaccine view is crucial to overcoming the concern of vaccination, skepticism, and supporting the population health interventions in the world that is gradually developing.
Hello everyone, my name is Mediri Wu. Today I want to talk about an Everything, Everywhere, All at Once movie. The narcissistic and egoistic action of cyber predators in Everything, Everywhere at Once. All at once, mirror themes of decolonization and personal identity, while also examining the issues of egoism, realism, existence of these passions, and a moral assessment of them. Firstly, Evelyn, the main character, Evelyn's behavior can be seen as immoral because it causes emotional harm to her family. Frequently disregard the needs and goals of her family in favor of her personal discontent with her life and possibility loss. Christine, the neglect of Evelyn's family because of selfishness and negligence is seen as sinful by traditional and cultural viewpoint. The place a high value on the family and the group's well-being. Chubu Tupaki, an alternate versions of Evelyn's daughter Joy, adopted an nihilistic outlook, believing that nothing matters and pursuing destruction without regard for others. This behavior is destructive and harmful, disregarding the value of life and relationship. From a moral standpoint that value life and interconnectedness, Jobu's actions are deeply immoral. According to moral views that emphasize empathy and understanding, her behavior is considered immoral. These behaviors illustrates how egoism and narcissism can manifest in different ways, influencing characters, decisions, and relationships, and inflecting broader themes of identity and decolonization in the film. According to personal, traditional, cultural, and religious view, these behaviors are generally considered immoral because they prioritize self-interest over empathy, connection, and collective well-being. Thank you so much for my part.
Hi, my name is Hussein Samu, and today I want to continue the examples of ecosystem and narcissism in everything, everyone, all at once. So, secondly, Gong Gong, Evelyn's father, and follow spirit tradition and norms and expects Evelyn to follow them regardless of her personal preferences, although there are situations where following tradition can be justified as moral, and Gong Gong's rigidity and disrespect for Evelyn's independence are oppressive. This can be seen as immoral from a perspective that values individual freedoms and personal growth. In one universe, Evelyn becomes a successful celebrity, neglecting her personal relationships for the sake of fame and success. Pursuing success at the expense of personal relationships reflects a self-centered and materialistic outlook, which is considered immoral according to values that prioritize human connections and balance. The IR's auditor demonstrate a lack of empathy for Evelyn's record, focusing strictly on her own authority and power within her role. The rigid adherence to rules and lack of compassion are seen as a misuse of power. Lastly, Joy want Karada as Jobu Tupaki in the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once describes her Karada as exerting high levels of egotism and narcissism. She had moved into a nihilistic attitude with Jobu Tupaki, driven by the personal pains but resulting in the distractions and distress across various universes. That means being concerned about her pain only and forgetting about others. That is immoral according to moral assessment. Most of the cultural and tradition views, including mine, will focus on communal welfare, compassion, and duty towards humanity. Jobu's actions are to satisfy her emotional trauma and at the expense of others' safety. This means her action is morally wrong and unjustified since it conflicts with the values present in the passage. Thank you.
Decolonization is crucial for non-Western nations like Malaysia, where cultural globalization impacts traditional values. Malaysians follow major religions: Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, and Hinduism. Offer teachings that emphasize human dignity and communal values, which can help preserve cultural identity. Islamic teaching stress the equality of all humans as creatures of God, promoting respect for individual dignity and communal harmony. Practice like zakat strengthens social bond and alleviate poverty, fostering supportive society, resistant to external cultural pressures. Emphasizing justice as per Quran 5 to 8 helps preserve cultural custom and social norms. Buddhism's law of karma highlights the independence of all life, fostering compassion and empathy. Practice like Zen and meditation promote inner peace and help maintain communal harmony against individualistic cultures. The noble effort path encourage respect for the environment and culture through correct speech and this and livelihood. Mindfulness and ethical behavior rooted in compassion help preserve cultures, heritage, and resist globalization.
Hi, I'm Sainawan, and I'm the leader of this group project. And so today I'm going to talk about the last part of the human concept, two main human concepts, which are Christianity and Hinduism. Yes, Christianity is
mainly believe that all human beings are created by the image of God, and this belief emphasizes the dignity and worth of human person and encourage the practice of love of neighbor. And so you can see that Christianity is the image of God and emphasize human dignity and worth. And the second is that Christianity can encourage helping others, and which is the love of neighbor. Uh, this strengthens the bond of community and support the growth against outside culture influence. Through the activity of church and Christian communities, we can share our faith and support one another within our community. According to the Christians, steward entail protecting God's creation, which include historical sites, preserving and also enhancing one culture surrounding is emphasized in Genesis. Christian can resist cultural delusions and also withstand the globalization pressures. Culture custom by Christianity can preserve the destination tradition too. So let's go to the second part. The second part is Hinduism. This religion emphasizes the oneness of the Atman and Brahman. This allows humans to be seen as a part of the universe, to be respected, and also based on the law of karma. It is understood that the action affect the future, and ethical behavior is encouraged. By practicing Hindu values, one has the ability to reverse local culture and traditions and counter the homogenization of the global culture. For example, through festivals such as the Way and also just like the Holi, communal bonds can be strengthened and cultural identity can be reformed. So, by following Dharma, uh, it ensures Hindu cultural heritage endure through generations. Thank you. So, there won't be no violence in preserving traditions.